Okay, so going back to the scope now, you can see that we've successfully opened the file, downloaded to the Rabbit ECU, and now we have the ECU responding correctly to this new trigger pattern. The problem is that you can see the ignition signal is still running in effectively a wasted spark mode, whereby you have one ignition event every 360 degrees. I'm just going to change the RPM a little bit there, just slow things down a bit. So if we want to run in this distributor car, we have a couple of wasted spark signals right now. Now you can go and use diodes, for example, to multiplex the two wasted spark signals. Or in the Rabbit ECU, you can do a little trick whereby if you go into the ignition settings, there's a thing called multiplexing, the multiplex resource. So you can see that on the first two, or the only two required ignition signals, that's timer 8 and timer 9, associated with the outputs A and B. What we can do is multiplex by assigning those both to timer 7, and that allows the two signals to be joined together. If I go back to the scope, and I'm going to change the scope probe. First of all, that's ignition output A, and then you can see ignition output B. If I put the scope probe on ignition C, you can see the two signals are multiplexed together there. So you can use that ignition signal C as the output to your single coil in the distributor, in your distributor setup car. Okay, so I think that pretty much demonstrates the basics of how these configuration settings work. Please feel free to flick me an email or ask a question on the forum if you'd like any more information about how to set up your crank and cam sensor inputs on the Rabbit ECU. Thanks for watching.